Hello, myself Sunil Ramkrishna. Here basically we are discussing about the one of the topic, that is city creation. So one of the person told that basically here basically in India basically Indian people basically know this only basically, that India should win the match basically. They should win the match basically. They must win the match basically. That's all basically. And the SUNIL or NAIR is not supposed to get the job basically. Bas. This group only though know this whole thing basically. That how basically India can win the match basically. That is the cricket match basically. That only basically Indian public basically know. That basically the Universe group basically told that basically. This public only know, Sunil or Nair Universe group basically started talking. This Universe group basically, sorry, the Indian public basically know this only basically. Then basically Sunil or Nair told that what basically. How basically India basically is supposed to win the match basically, that is the cricket match. And second is how Sunil or Nair is not supposed to get the job basically. So for that only basically they are wasting that much time basically. Instead of that basically, if they have done basically this whole thing basically, then 50 crore people basically which was murder basically, that was not happened. That would not be happening basically. It's not happening only no, basically. We can say happening only basically, because still basically in Corona lots of people basically are dying. So you can just imagine basically the dangerous thing. So we will go back to earthquake basically. Where is the earthquake basically? See basically, Turkey basically got earthquake. See basically. Now basically one of the person told that basically, what should we do now basically? Because the 50 crore murder basically is already happened. Because this was murder only basically. This is same basically, that person basically got married by the Bollywood group, and the Bollywood group basically told that basically he is not supposed to get job. Let's basically have the case of murder basically. So that basically the human resource group basically of the software company basically, they will pick that murder case and then basically they will not give the job basically. So like this basically exactly same way only basically the things basically happen. And his family basically was also basically convinced that basically he is basically not getting job basically, let me send him to Dubai basically. So they basically sent him to Dubai. But that family member don't know basically that Sunil, that person, here basically assume that basically that person is me basically. So Sunil Nair is going to murder basically, going to get murdered basically by Dubai group basically. And in this basically Dubai group also basically supported them, and they basically murdered Sunil Nair basically. So just one of the person told that basically, where actually the problem is that only basically we are not able to get basically. Is the problem is in India land or basically what? Where these people only know basically cricket, India should win the cricket, and Sunil Nair is not supposed to get the job basically. That only this group know basically. Nothing else basically this group don't know basically. How to give trouble to Sunil Nair, and how basically we can give lots of trouble basically to Sunil Nair basically. And one of the person basically Microsoft told that basically we have created this whole thing basically. See basically, and we are testing also. We have tested this also. We have tested this also basically. This also basically. This also. But there is no meaning of testing. 50 crore already died basically. That was basically very dangerous answer basically given by the certain groups. 50 crore तो मर चुके हैं ना भाई. 50 करोड़ मर चुके हैं. 50 crore is already died basically. Now basically, what is basically 1 lakh kilograms and this that basically. What is about that basically? Big software companies, big businessmen basically. Like we will see the few big businessmen also basically of the India basically. Just a minute. First we will see Indian businessmen in India basically. See basically, these all are the big businessmen basically. See basically. See basically, these all are the businessmen basically. See. Then this is the Indian businessman. Sorry, in India basically this are the businessmen, and in world also basically you see. So these all are the people basically across the world basically. See basically. See basically. How many people are there basically? More than 40 people basically are richest person basically across the world basically of Indian group basically. See basically. So one of the person told that basically यार इतना सब पैसा है तुम्हारे पास, then also you are not able to save that 50 crore people basically. Then one of the universe person told that basically do one thing, finish all cricket stadium basically, build or buildings basically there, build basically shopping malls there basically. Unnecessary basically you are wasting the time in that basically. So one of the person told that they are basically just collecting the investment money basically. In this basically public are basically taking too much of interest in cricket basically. That's not our problem basically. That is not our problem basically. That basically that poor basically cricket group basically told that basically. Because in cricket basically few people are just earning the money, basically salary only basically. They are not into the advertising, they are not into that basically. They are just doing their duty basically. So like this basically sports group also basically told that basically what we can do basically. See basically. Because what they can do also, they are just doing their duty basically. They are basically to collect the investment money basically. Few money are basically black also basically. That also basically they are doing basically. So like this basically things basically are there. So that basically song suits here basically. That song basically we saw basically. That which movie was that? Just a minute. Just a minute. That movie basically was Hum movie. See basically Hum movie. This is the basically this movie basically. And in this basically one more song is also there. See basically this song is also basically there. See basically. Especially basically Bollywood group basically tracks each and everything basically. That is 100% sure basically. So one of the person told that Bollywood is not handling everything basically. Bollywood groups are not doctor basically. They are just displaying each and every activities which is done basically by the set of doctors, set of judge, set of Supreme Court, set of High Court, set of groups, set of the software group, basic software companies, set of Infosys, set of TCS. These all basically set of healthcare department. They basically whatever things basically they have done. They have done basically. Bollywood group has not done basically. They have done basically. They are just displaying basically. They are these groups are basically not done basically. Then basically why people should say basically Bollywood groups basically are responsible. Then one of the person told that basically everything basically is written by set of groups only basically. According to that only basically the blood cells get generated. That also basically was the very dangerous question basically. So next video basically we are going to see that only basically.